Welcome back, 21 guys.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
All right, let's go get the Bills.
It's week 16 of the NFL.
11-3. Right now we are second for the second seed right now.
He's past the 30.
Browns are the 1 seed.
The Bills take over first.
We still gotta win.
At their own 30.
So from the 36 now,
This
first
game.
and 10.
To have any shot.
Now the first carry for
Postseason.
Devin Singletary.
Hitting this dang playoffs.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These are
I
his
can't
numbers from
believe the
last
Browns
week's
are the number 1
contest.
seed though. That's
19
ridiculous.
carries, 76
Come on,
yards.
guys.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense
Ooh,
in the league.
got him.
They're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think
Third
offensive
down.
strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and
Come
find
on,
some people
guys.
downfield.
They play good defense here.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is
Incomplete.
incomplete.
That's what we needed.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and
go.
nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And I don't think
Ooh, what
Edelman
kind
will
of
be
kick
able
was
to get
that?
to this one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard
What do we want to do? Run the ball.
Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020, and he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton. Cam going to bring the
It's terrible
Patriots up now,
quarterback.
1st and 10.
But that's why they have really good running backs.
A run there on 1st down.
You got
and a
James
pretty
White
good
and
one
Sonny
at
Michel.
5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
And these guys can pound
First
the
down
ball.
run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the
He did his job.
28-yard line.
Murphy made the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the
I
D-line
got
to
an
make
idea.
the play.
That pass was a little bit off.
And he
Wasn't a
will
real
have
great
the
pass, but
Patriots
first down, I'll take.
They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Not good. That was almost a
6
pick.
yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
You gotta watch doing that.
They'll run for the first time.
Too
with
many
Sonny
times.
Michel. Not much there. Maybe a
I
couple
wanna
up to the
go.
35.
I wanna go fast here.
And north of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of
That's the
credit
plan
to
as of
the
right now,
talked a
just
lot
go
about
fast.
him, but offensive line was good
Show what
too.
his
They're
defense
obviously
is.
in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking,
No
power
rush.
running game, no matter
Okay.
what. He understands how
No
to
getting
read
there.
them and find the creases that they provide.
That's fine.
A loss of 2 brings up
Come on, let's go,
3rd and
ladies.
10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Shoot.
He rifles one
Yep.
that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
I knew
He's
it.
free going down the left side.
We're
It's a
screwed.
foot race.
All right, we're done. This
And
game's
he is
over.
gonna
We
score.
suck.
It's a pick 6.
I know it's only 7-0, but man.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
We have not won a game. I turned the ball over.
Extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded
No,
near
we're
the back
done.
of
We've
the
never
end
won a
zone.
game. I turned the ball over.
And beyond the 20, but not by
This is
much.
ugly.
In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We have no rushing yards.
The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
suck.
And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win
Dang.
our division and get to the playoffs. That was job 1. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
No, not even
From the
close.
39, Newton gets this into the hands of Nikhil
This team's
Harry.
not that good.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We got lucky. We won these 11
One of the ways
games.
the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes
We're
moving,
gonna go try
scan the
tight.
field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Can't run the ball. We're in trouble.
Short gain down to about the 33.
Edmonds on the tackle.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run good for
We
2.
gotta run
Here's
this ball.
2nd and 8. They will run with White out of the
Gotta wear
shotgun.
these guys
And
out
he'll
a
be
little
brought
bit.
down at the 27-yard line.
So that's the plan. Just try to wear these guys out.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got first.
And he's going to get the first down.
Not
as
very
they
good
bring him
running.
Down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Okay. Not a very good block.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sam Michelle. James White there about the same amount as yards.
Up 2nd and 4.
On the ground is Michelle, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A lot of running backs,
Well, I
a
got
little
an
bit of a
idea.
disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot,
Here we
don't
go.
you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot.
Oh, I should have ran the slant route like I was going to.
This late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect
try
on
again.
and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Come
The
on.
7-yard line.
Hike the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's White, and he'll be
3
taken down
yards.
as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Man.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
God. Somebody gets open.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Yep. Knew it.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they
Knew
actually
it.
like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives.
We'll be all
and
right.
get 6s instead of 3s.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field
Not
for a
really
long time, but
surprised.
let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get.
Come on,
12 plays and you only
defense.
get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
We're playing at home.
And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon.
Nice.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
All right.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's see what we got here.
23-yard line.
Come on.
Throwing now is Allen. Toward the center
That
of
ball
the
should have
field, but
picked.
it's incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Allen gonna throw. And they're able to get this one
Dang
across
it.
the 35. Allen to Beasley, 1st down Buffalo.
That was too easy.
A gain of 15.
This guy challenged the wide receiver.
First down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he
Didn't even
finds
challenge
Tyler
the guy.
Croft. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st
Come
down.
on.
Buffalo.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Allen's
A
pass.
gain of 6 there on 1st.
They get up 14-3. There's no way. This team is not made for comebacks.
Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. The ball comes out.
Oh,
But this will get out of bounds.
You gotta
so
be kidding
possession
me.
will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief.
Dang
He
it.
coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory.
Dang
They're
it.
thinking
Cannot
points.
tackle
Definitely don't want to
anybody.
lose the football at this juncture. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
come on.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he goes backwards.
Okay,
here,
that's a good
losing
tackle.
yardage back to the 16. Officially,
I'm
it's a
gonna wear out my
1-yard
defense.
loss. That's going to bring
Oh.
up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Crap.
Allen, they go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Come on.
Now in 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Short.
At the 7-yard line. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Too easy.
I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw it.
And this is caught.
Yep, we're screwed.
Tyler Croft, his first touchdown on the year.
We're going to let them forward. There's no question about it.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run.
Too easy.
They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Too easy.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Demir Bird returning it. And he's up across the 25.
Doesn't matter who returns it, we're screwed. This team is not built for comebacks.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
No, we're too far
and they
down.
had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better.
We can't pass the ball to save our lives.
They wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Of course.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throw caught here by Bird.
We got 1st down.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I don't know how.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's good.
Okay, I was just lucky.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Patriots.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
Take a timeout.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46
seconds
remaining in the
14-6.
first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Newton.
Oh, man.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Davius White on the coverage.
3rd and 2, Newton. He'll get
there's
this
a
into the
catch.
hands of Bird. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That's what I wanted to do.
And you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That is caught.
Touchdown. Okay.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Well, that's nice. We scored. I don't know how.
Demir Bird as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots
We
are
missed.
back with
We
a
missed.
score.
The kick is blocked.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's
Wow.
just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the
14-9.
first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
25-yard.
The Bills come to the
I
line
don't know
to
about
start
all
their
that.
next drive. Now, we're under
It's a little
20 seconds
closer.
to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Got
You're
him.
facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second
what
half.
happens here?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
Not very good there.
The 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Come on.
Oh,
nice run. Holding.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field.
Holding.
So let's see about the call.
2nd and 20. Oh, 1st and 20.
So a decent gain, but all for naught.
Whatever.
The penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Michelle.
Oh, whatever. Hold on. All right. Here we go.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 9. I don't know.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And he
No way!
Intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We're so
They'll try and get
screwed.
the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
No matter, we're screwed.
So he was holding from that left
Should have made
tackle
it 2nd, but whatever.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Complete to Cole.
Behind the sticks here
That
with a
pick did
2nd
not
and
help.
15.
Brings up 2nd down.
We're in trouble.
Ballard. And he goes
There we
down.
go.
It's a Patriot sack.
Yeah, that works.
Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All right.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
That helped us.
Came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. But I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, our
Heavy
pick.
traffic, and it's intercepted.
All right.
Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over.
We cannot turn the
at
ball over anymore.
21-yard line. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10.
Cam sucks.
At their own 21.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is
Such
going
a
to be a
terrible
pass.
freaking quarterback.
They bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an
I'd rather have Brett Favre.
As it winds up being picked off easily.
The line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming
Favre
up.
is
No luck
such a
whatsoever there on the draw.
great quarterback compared to Cam Newton face mask.
That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last
what we
night.
need.
Half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their
Just gotta run
hands
this
having
ball.
to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard.
This Bills team's pretty dang good.
Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019,
Bills
in on the
team's
stop.
crazy
After the
good.
pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to
Seriously?
smother it. But a lot of the
3rd and
blitzers
5?
are coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hike the ball, moron.
From the gun on 3rd down.
There you go, you putz.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will
Nice.
have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's run this ball.
That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
43-yard line.
Come on.
On the
Crap.
draw, here's White.
Can't you idiots
They'll
block?
lose
Don't
yardage
answer
on the
that.
play back at the 45-yard line.
Can't run
2
it,
yards
can't
the
pass
loss,
it.
2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
These guys just cannot block.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
12 rushes.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence
47 yards.
to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe
How
that
short
even
are
in
we?
a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage
3
to
yards
put themselves
short.
in a good spot on 3rd down. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver
punt the
where
ball.
he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and
first
stop him short
down.
of the first down.
And
we
he's
needed.
Get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very
Exactly
solid
what we
4th
needed.
down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Darren Lee there to get him down.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were
1 yard here, 1 yard there.
A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
How about pass
They
scheme?
run the draw play. This is White.
Struggled all
And
season.
inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Guess we got to run this
13
ball.
on that one, and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe.
You know, Newton has more picks than
Sometimes This
touchdowns.
game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected.
Gotta do
but
better
that run
than
there,
that.
that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry
Come
away
on.
from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's what we needed.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
3rd and 5.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun,
Crap. They didn't cover Newton. They didn't cover Ellerman that time. I'll take a touchdown.
Patriots. Julian Edelman.
That's what we
His first
needed.
touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the gun, Newton.
Got it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead
All
was
right.
a couple more. So that effort
Well, I
gives
got
them
the
a
lead back. I don't know how the heck we
3-point
pulled
cushion
that
and
off.
guarantees that a field goal going forward won't be
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that
really good
kick.
strategy because
This team
that's
is not
all
built
you care
for
about. Not getting beat at
comebacks.
this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
If I get the lead,
Oh, good looking
I can run the
return
ball.
set here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great
all
return.
right, we're headed by 3.
At their own 38-yard line.
Need the ball back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind.
happening.
And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here
Oh.
in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
You gotta get the ball.
He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie
some kind of
that
pick.
time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Bugger there on the cover.
I thought we were screwed, but heck
Throwing
yeah,
again.
man.
Allen. And Beasley with it over the
Over
middle.
yet, though.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, a lot of
12
time,
yards
man.
there and a
Come on,
first
guys.
down.
No, you don't.
From the gun,
Got
it's
you.
Allen.
Oh, I don't.
He's going to find his
Got him.
running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of
There we
8
go.
yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Come on,
Brings
defense.
up 2nd and 2.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to take
That's
this
a big
down
hit.
close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 34. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may
I wasn't
have saved the
expecting that
best for
run.
last. This Monday night game has been a
Expecting the
damn
pass.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard
There's just no defense on
line
this
before
team
he's brought down.
right now.
A
man.
great Monday night to wrap up
Ah.
the week in football. 2 division
Come
rivals and
on.
a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. Not much there, only a yard.
I'm okay with that.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that.
Come on,
play. The
guys.
pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And stopped a few yards shy
There.
of the goal line at the 3.
You gotta
A
do.
solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh,
That's what we had to do.
On the ground. Geis.
Oh.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no
Nice.
further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Come on.
The 3-yard line.
Again, Geis.
Nope.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm not blitzing
A lot
around.
of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play.
Come on.
3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Yes, we stopped them.
But it's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker.
Good
Got a big
job.
spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
We had to do.
And the 12-year veteran
Tight game.
knocks it right through. And the Bills
we did have what we had
tied
to do.
the game here in the 4th. I tell
had
you,
to
the
hold him.
life of a kicker.
That's
He has not
nice.
been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I
New
really
York State,
don't.
27.
These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a
Nice.
pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
What's wrong?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After
go.
that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And
Gained a
now
yard.
there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Maybe better than that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They defer to White out of the shotgun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. There's not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh.
And this is going to be
Flag.
intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Yes. Ha. First
Wow,
down.
so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute
Nice.
disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the first game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll be taken down just
we
shy of
needed.
midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with
Finally,
the second
something to go our
6.
way.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll
That's
take it
a nice
across
run.
midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He was brought down at the 45.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Getting
go.
down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes
I'm
remaining.
not passing the
on EA
ball.
Sports.
Don't be an idiot.
So the Patriots with the football as we get your
3rd and
reset.
1.
And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
First
Well,
down.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous
What?
one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Bull.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I know he had that.
Here we go with Michelle. And
Oh,
I'm not sure he
got it.
there. Did they stop him?
No.
They did. Sony Michelle will
Bull.
get there. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Computer cheated.
Field
Come on,
position
that was
for the Bills
mine.
as they come up 1st and 10.
I had the first
at their
down.
own 44. Now Allen. And this
Screw
is going
it.
to be intercepted. Picked off by
My
Adrian
ball.
Phillips.
My win.
And he takes this one back
Take that.
to the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That's what we needed.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Now
Shows
it's
that
my
they
win.
set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That was a fantastic play.
Shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now down 24-17. A minute 44
Let's go,
to
defense.
go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment.
Let's end this game right here.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really
Come
start
on.
to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going
crap.
on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just
Got
by a
him.
bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Bills
Come
will
on,
use the
3rd and 8,
second of
guys.
their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Thank you.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Yes.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
That's what we needed.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
After 2.
It's the holiday season because for here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a good win.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's not over yet.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football.
Cannot run this ball
here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Well, we're going to try something. If we don't get it, we're going to go for it on 4th down.
And they, in fact, will throw it.
I'm going to try to end this.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
What? They got the ball at the 13-yard line. That's what I wanted to do. That worked out in my favor.
The lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Now, this works in my favor.
Makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Back to throw. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
It don't matter.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Come on.
To throw is Allen.
They don't have enough time.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
That's going to end the game right here, probably.
Call it a gain of 5.
Close.
And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not going to score.
And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This game is definitely
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
This defense ain't quitting.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Thank you.
And
Game over. We win.
There as it's
Yes. We'll catch you later. Have a good one.